Okay, we're gonna look at a video today by some guy named Justin Baldoni. Um,
I'm sorry.
he
As a man,
he's I don't know. He's some like C-list actor who's also a complete cuck, and he's basically going to apologize for being male to all the women out there.
I'm sorry. As a man, I have been a part of the problem for a very long time, and I'm just now realizing
Um, what problem would that be? Um, what problem? How are women oppressed? Name me an oppression a woman face, especially in the West. I mean, Middle East, you have a case, but I don't think you're talking about that
at
because your leftist values won't allow you to criticize Islam.
the ripe old age of 34, just how complicit I've been in all of the problems that are existing today.
What problems? Again, I'm trying to counter you, but you got to make a point.
I have a lot of privilege that I didn't really realize I had, especially as a white, straight male.
Oh, yes, the privilege card, yes. Lord knows I can go anywhere and I can just rape a woman in broad daylight and I just put out my white straight male privilege card and I will not be arrested. Yeah, bullshit.
And I think that one of the things I've learned recently is just how much I wasn't listening. Look,
To what? What, the problems of feminists? Well, it's not that hard because they never shut the fuck up about them.
the majority of men that I know, I just don't believe we've realized just how much we have repressed and held you back. And just know that there are a lot of good men.
How the fuck have I held any woman back? Now, yeah, I'm an avowed anti-feminist. I'll tell you flat out. If you came here because of my channel awesome comments, well, I'm an anti-feminist. So there's that. But how have I ever advocated that women shouldn't have the opportunity to go to work? Women shouldn't have the opportunity to go to college. Women shouldn't have the opportunity to start a business. Women shouldn't have the opportunity to be firefighters or police officers. I've never once said that. I have no problem with the quality of opportunity. I do have a problem with the quality of outcome. The, again, the problem is most of the problems that feminists come up with are bullshit and easily disprovable, like the wage gap or the rape culture or any of the other shit. And yes, there are good men in this world. In fact, that's about 95% of men.
In the world. More good men than bad men. And I believe the vast majority of us
$20 says you would call me a bad man, though.
don't want to be jerks. Don't want to be harassers. Don't want to make.
Okay, define harassers, because feminist A says that this guy's a harasser because he keeps bothering her for a date 8 times a day, every day. Okay, that's a harasser. I agree. However, you also have women that say that a guy who whistles at them on the street is a harasser.
Women feel uncomfortable.
If women feel uncomfortable, that's on them.
I think for a long time we've been.
I mean, unless you're like trying to fucking corner them or something.
Whether purposefully or accidentally segregating ourselves, splitting up the way that we've.
I would say that is far more on feminist shoulders than on my shoulders.
View our inherent rights as humans. They always say.
Oh, I'm happy you said that. The problem is that feminists, they want equal rights to men, but they're the ones that don't want equal responsibility. A guy girl get drunk together and have sex. According to the world of feminism, the guy is a rapist, the woman is an innocent victim, despite the fact that she was just as drunk as that guy and they consented to sex at the time, but she regrets it, so fuck it.
Say, this is a difficult time.
And you have feminists saying that if a man asks a woman out, that's harassment. If he looks at her for more than a millisecond, he's a harasser. If he fucking if he smiles at her, he's a sexual harasser. I mean, these feminists, because they're fucking fat, ugly, and disgusting, and nobody wants to date them in the first place, have literally set up a system of rules for guys that make dating fucking possible.
To be a woman or to be a man, but I think it's always been difficult to be a human. And right now,
No, it's not difficult to be a woman, it's not difficult to be a man, and it's not difficult to be a human. You know how I know this? You were born human. There's nothing you can do to change that.
I'm excited because there's a lot of awakening, and there's a lot of...
Shouldn't you be whipping yourself in the nuts with a fucking bike chain while making this video? Saying, I'm sorry I'm white, I'm sorry I'm male.
Of men realizing that it's their job as humans, not just as men or as women, to stand up and say and demand that this section of the population, this 51% of human beings in the world, deserve the exact same respect and access to education and opportunity as the other 49%.
I don't think it's actually 51-49. But we said that. We've said that a long time ago. The problem is the feminists don't want equality of opportunity. They want equality of outcome. Or they want to artificially force women into things that women may not want to do. Like, why is there no women engineers? Well, maybe it's just because women don't like engineering. Why does the wage gap exist? Well, maybe it's because women take lower paying job, work less hours. Again, unless you want to artificially, through socialism, artificially engineer this shit. Sorry, freedom means equality of opportunity or equality of outcome doesn't exist. We have equality of opportunity.
Equality is
And we've had equality of opportunity for 50 fucking years.
a human issue. And it won't be until we as men recognize that's part of our job as men, as human beings.
Okay, I love this. We're the problem because we're evil, evil fucking men, but it's also our job to fix the problem that benefits us. What fucking sense does that make?
To support women, that things will really change. There's a quote that I grew up with in the Baha'i faith.
Oh God, another fucking fucked up religion that doesn't exist.
Abdu'l-Baha says that humanity can be likened to a bird. On one wing is male, and on the other wing is female. But it's not until those wings are equivalent in strength that the bird can fly. And I really...
But men and women aren't equal. Women are better at some things, and men are better at some things. A better quote would be, you have men on the one hand, on the one wing, you have women on the other, and only with these two working together, utilizing their own strengths, can the bird fly. I'm sorry, there are differences between men and women. Men are better at protection. Women are better at nurturing. That's why it is more expected for a guy to go out and and work more than a woman. It's why it's somewhat expected and somewhat innately done where a woman does most of the child rearing.
I really believe that true equality will help us soar as a species.
What is true equality? We've reached it. We have it. Name me one thing that I can do as a male that a woman is not also legally entitled to do. Name me one fucking right I have as a man that a woman doesn't also have. Name me. Anything. I can name you some rights like reproductive rights I don't have as a man, and a woman has all the fucking rights. But we don't want to talk about that now.
I think that that's what we all want. Let me just say that for everything I've done,
which is nothing,
for my unconscious biases, for the ways that I don't listen to the women in my life.
Well, if they're just spouting bullshit, why should I listen?
For the ways that I've ignored ideas, and for the ways that I've been ignorant and tone deaf. I'm sorry.
Well, here's my response. It's okay to be cis, it's okay to be straight, it's okay to be white, and yes, in fact, it is okay to be fucking male. And I really wish that there would come a day when beta cuck faggots like this get mocked and ridiculed for the dipshits that they are. And this ends this one.